Hello, everybody. Hello, everyone, and welcome back again to my channel. I hope you're doing well, fabulous, and of course, in good condition and healthy. So, in today's video, we're going to talk about on how to improve your English speaking skills. So, what are the things that I do in order to pass, especially this English exam that is really hard for many, and such as the IELTS, and the TOEFL. So I've taken the TOEFL exam many times, a long time ago. So these are the things that I do, my tips and strategies, and my techniques on how did I improve and how I able to pass this test. And I've taken it many times. So it's really a waste of money, and you have to invest on that in order to work or be able to be here or immigrate here in the United States of America. So these are the things that I do. Without further ado, let's start. Okay. The first is assessment. Okay. Look at yourself. Look at the mirror or try to assess yourself. Where are you now? Where are you at this point? Are you able to be convey messages or express yourself freely, fluently in English? If not, then you have to pay more attention and give time and emphasis on how to study, or you could enroll yourself to a review center in order for you to be guided accordingly. Because if not, you will just fail on the test, and that's a lot of money. So I've wasted a lot of money too, because they have no such they have review center, but it's in Manila. So, and if you're working, it's hard. So that's why nowadays they have a lot of social media, especially like YouTube, that they could guide you on how to improve your English. So assess yourself. If you think that you're doing well with English because you're working in a call center, so therefore it's good. That would be an advantage because they are use of that. But if not, then don't waste your money. Okay, enroll yourself into a review center, or either you give more time in studying in English. Okay, the next is listen to conversation. So for beginners, okay, there are a lot of videos that people are like talking. So listen to them first on how they're doing. Then later on, try to imitate, mimic their pronunciation, their diction, on how they give emphasis on certain words. Then I bet you would enhance. So listening also important, because that you could summarize what is going on, and you could summarize what are the thought process that these people are talking about. Okay, next is, of course, you need to watch English news or movies. Okay, so watching English news or movies, of course, you could be familiarized with the use of their English as a medium of instructions or command in English. So therefore, you could also mimic again. You could derive summary on what is going on. So at the end of that, you could convey yourself or express yourself freely when you are trying to watch this and understand what is going on. Okay, because if you understand the thought process, it's very easy for you to express yourself, and that is important in the test. So you could give a lot of ideas, you could give a lot of opinions that the examiner is trying to ask questions, and you give answers to them. Okay, next is, of course, enhanced vocabulary. Vocabulary is very important because it will give additional points that give emphasis to a certain sentences that you're trying to convey during the test or during the communication. So for instance, you say beautiful instead of beautiful, you could say gorgeous, fabulous. You could also say delightful. So there are many words. If you want to enhance it every day, you could list down like 2 or 3 words, and then look for that, or Google it, and then you see there are many other words that fit on that sentences that you wanted to say. So if you try to memorize that, then you will improve a lot. So that's what I do, especially in writing. Okay. Next, know your basic grammar. Okay, now especially like in speaking and writing. Now the writing especially. Now in speaking is you had to know the basic grammar such as the subject-verb agreement. So they also have a lot of that in Google or YouTube that are they teaching about they teach about this one. So at least like you know the basic grammar of subject verb agreement, the use of the pronouns who, will, they, he or she, so something like that. So check on this one. Next, pronunciation. So I know we if we are not that native speaker, so we had certain pronunciations that is native to us. But of course, when we try to get a test, so try to exaggerate a little bit of your words. So for instance, like pronunciation, so the tion, like shin, so you have to speak that a little bit exaggerated, like the p and the f as well. The sound f, like flower, should have a sound that would like flower. So elephant, so we had to pronounce it good. So at least we were given points when we tried to pronounce it and exaggerate the words a little bit. So like you practice the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So the clarity, the fluency of your pronunciation is very, and the diction is very important. So we have to give emphasis on that. So try to copy or mimic when you're doing the conversation. So it will enhance your speaking skills. Okay. List 5 words every day and practice repeatedly. That's what I'm talking about. So you could list like 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 words every day that you could practice when you were. I do that. So when I was on like by yourself, so I practiced like beautiful, like 20, like flowers. So can I give you flowers? So something like, hello, Mr. Thompson, how are you doing? So something like that that you could practice every day and you will see that you will improve. Okay? Talk to yourself. That's what I do too. And record yourself. Talk to, sometimes when you're alone and you were talking to yourself and how you speak is helpful, really, really helpful. Before you practice, you could record yourself before and after. So this is before and then this is after, and you see on how you improve yourself. Practice with someone is also very, very good because someone else will give you ideas, their opinions, and their thoughts on how you are correct and how you are wrong. Okay, so criticism and as well as on how you would improve more is very important. And as well as if there's someone else that you could talk to in English is very, very helpful. Okay, so and as well as it's fun as well because you were laughing together because you were speaking in English. So it's very good. So try to practice with someone else and you will improve more. Read to learn. Reading, of course, when you read more and more, it will be easily for you to understand what is going on. So you have to, of course, read. So it's easy to summarize when you're reading. I'm not a good reader, but I have to read like long passages and summarize it. So I write it down. So what is going on before I have no idea of what is going on this passage, and it's really, really hard. So therefore, when you are trying to read like one passages every day and try to summarize it. Okay, so what it's all about. So it could help you. Tutoring, of course. So now there are private tutor or there are other people that will guide you is very important because for instance, you are really struggling on how to evaluate yourself, on how to improve yourself. Tutoring is one factor. I did not. Uh, I did this when I attended a review center. So, and also another is if there are somebody else that is really good in English that could give you a tutor on how to improve yourself in speaking is very helpful because you will be forced to answer in English by yourself. So I know in the beginning it will be hard, but later on, like after like 2 or 3 months, then you will improve. Join group. Nowadays, is have a lot of social media and join group. They are very helpful. They will give you thoughts or ideas or opinions of what is going on, and they also give some tips and reviewers. So please join a group. So be friendly. Somehow they could help you to join yourself, to express yourself and you could meet friends as well. So this also helpful. That's why it's a hard. Okay. And exercise mouth muscles. So like before you try to speak, you could exercise your mouth. So like smiling, move your tongue to the left, to the right, open your mouth. They have many exercises you could use. Open your mouth like that, or kiss. So this could start your mouth to speak, because that's the portion that we need to improve. So therefore, we had to exercises. Don't be tense. So before you take the test as well, you could do mouth exercises. So you could be able to express yourself freely and also calm your nerves. So these are helpful tips that I could say that would help you or improve your English and communication skills. So mind you, I've been on your situation that I am struggling. Sometimes I pause or stutter in English, but due to the test, and it demanded us to take the test, so we have to improve ourselves. But when you're working now in United States, you would just say, oh, this how English is used here. They are not in particular with the subject verb agreement. When you're working, they're not particular with the pronunciation and everything. But in the test, you have to do that. Okay, but when you're already here, you will comfortably speak your what kind of speaking you have. So it doesn't matter at all. So, but in the test, you have to do that. Okay. So I hope these tips will help you and will guide you and improve yourself. That'll be all. I hope you learn, and thank you, and God bless you.